Well, our top story tonight at 11, the guilty verdict handed down in former President Donald Trump's historic hush money criminal trial, leading to plenty of reaction from both sides of the aisle. But what comes next? ABC 36's Anna Medina spoke with a legal professor and breaks down what could happen and the next steps in the case.
So nothing prevents you from running for office as a federal office as a convicted felon. You just can't vote for yourself.
The verdict in the trial against the former president raising questions as to what comes next ahead of November's presidential election.
He can run even if he were to lose his appeal.
According to Republican strategist Trey Watson, there's been other members of Congress who have been convicted of various crimes only to be elected or re-elected. Meantime, Raquel Wilson, an assistant professor of law at UK Rosenberg School of Law, says there are three aspects that come next.
One that everyone is thinking about is sentencing, which is set for July 11th. But the two other things that will happen are post-trial motions and then an appeal.
Adding that there are some things that make the case stand out. Among them,
two things, I guess, are unusual about this case. One is the vast majority of cases are decided by guilty plea, not by trial. The other is that the defendant himself is extraordinary, but there's nothing extraordinary about the steps that are taking place between now and next year.
Wilson also says the case is also unusual because the defendant is a former president of the United States, but the court proceedings are going as they would normally for anyone else. Though unlikely, she says the time Donald Trump could serve is 4 years. Where he could potentially fulfill that is a big question.
The length of any jail sentence is very hypothetical, and the possibility that he would even serve a jail sentence is hypothetical at this point.
So I find it very unlikely that if he were Donald Trump, if his name were Donald Smith, that in the state of New York under their current criminal justice laws, I find it very unlikely that he would do any prison time.
Wilson says Trump cannot pardon himself from a state offense. He can only pardon himself from a federal offense. Now, sentencing for the former president will take place on July 11th. For ABC 36 News Now, I'm Anna Medina.